Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Hakuna La Planta. My name is Kevin, and today I'm going to be doing a houseplant tour. So I'll give you guys a little rundown about where my plants live. I live in a 600 square foot condo, and so all my plants are kind of clustered in this corner in my bedroom. It's kind of the only place where they get enough natural light, and I really like just having control with all my plants here. I don't need to think. I could control the temperature, the humidity, what am I thinking of? The airflow, all of that. I guess the lighting, the natural lighting it gets. So this is a south west facing view. You have a little bit of blockage with the balconies here, but it does get a whole bunch of light, which is great for the plants. And as you can see here, I have a couple humidifiers. Yes, there are two because it is January and the air gets really dry, and so during the winter time I do have two, and I find that it actually helps a lot. For the airflow, I have this fan. It's currently off at the moment, but I usually have that oscillating. Is that the right word? Oscillating. During the winter, I have the space heater just on the floor, just at a low setting, so the temperature kind of stays at about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And yeah, I guess without further ado, let's start over here. So, I guess we'll start with this plant. This is the variegated string of hearts. It's just kind of loving life and doing its thing over here. You can see down here, there's my MONSTERA ALBO BORSIGIANA. She's climbing on this moss pole. There's actually two plants here. This one's much more variegated than this one. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't know if I said, but there's a new leaf coming in, which is great. And I forgot to mention that 95% of my plants are in LECA and passive hydroponics. And yeah, so down here, I have my philodendron Jose Bono. The leaves are getting really big, which is great. And it's funny because even when the leaves were like this small, I thought it was already mature, but you could see that they're getting much bigger, which is great. Then up here, one of my favorite plants, oh my gosh, this is my ALOCASIA golden bone. You could see, look at her. She's crazy, crazy big, and there's a bunch of offshoots just coming out of the bottom stem, I guess, and it keeps flowering. Look over here, there's an inflorescence coming here, there's an inflorescence coming here. It's insane. Okay, so let me turn this one. This is my MONSTERA constellation, the newest leaf over here, and just look at her. I love how they start off bright green and then they harden off to this darker green so you can see the speckling better. But yeah, this plant, look how big the leaves are to my head. That is crazy. But yeah, I mean, this plant has grown so much, and I'm really excited to see how it grows. I mean, it's kind of getting, even for this bucket that it's in, I don't know if you could see that, but this is a 5-gallon bucket and the roots are already reaching the bottom, so I don't know what I'm gonna do, but for now, she's happy. On top of this humidifier here, this is my, I know it doesn't look like it, but this is my philodendron PARAISO VERDE. She's not doing so great, but yeah, I mean, we'll see if the new leaves push out any variegation. This plant over here, let me just grab it. This is my philodendron PEDATUM, and look at these. These are the two newest leaves over here, and they are so big. You could see at the bottom here, the leaves were this big, but now look at them now. They're just amazing. You could see I put some bamboo just so it could reach its full potential. So yeah, she's right up against the window, getting tons of light. My ALOCASIA silver dragon, she's not doing so great. The leaves keep cupping like this and then they get stuck and then they rip. So I don't know. I tried to do a nutrient flush and that just happened. So we'll see how this grows. But I'll put in a picture here. She looks really happy. A few months ago, so I don't know what happened. So I'll just turn this pot here. I have my Emedrium family. So we have the Emedrium what's the name? Emedrium ziplianum. The Emedrium medium silver and the medium green. So the silver form here, you can see she's not really happy. I actually took a bunch of propagations from it. And yeah, we'll see. There is a new growth coming in over here where I cut. So we'll see how that goes. The green form is this leaf over, oop, that's not it. Yeah, it is. The green form is this leaf. Again, I said in a previous video, there was some nutrient burn, so I repotted it. But the newest leaf here, there's some damage through repotting, you could see on this side, but we'll see. There's a few Zipleanums here, and they're still pretty young. So I just thought I'd cluster them all together and obviously put a pole because these guys are climbers. Okay, so the plants over here, we have the Ploumanii over here. Again, I don't know. I think I was just being generous with the nutrients, but there's a lot of burn here. There's previously some of the oldest leaf over here. But I did a nutrient flush. You could see with this newest leaf, she looks pretty happy. The leaf did get stuck here, that's why there's a rip, but she's kind of looking good now, hopefully. She keeps growing really well. And then beside it, in a long pot, there's the Gloriosum. This is the newest leaf. Same kind of idea. I don't know if I could find here. So, nutrient issue here. You could see the yellowing in the tips and the edging, but I think she's happy with this newest leaf. Then on this moss pole in the back, this is one of my favorite plants. This is the Syngonium chia pence. I propagated this plant so much and she keeps growing and the leaves are just getting really big. And so yeah, there's a new leaf coming in here. There's actually 2 plants in this pot. The other one is a bit smaller, but she's right over here. And then a new growth right over there. So over here on top of the humidifier is the Anthurium furcatum. And she's maturing really quickly. I'm really happy. This is the most recent leaf, but you could see that before with these older leaves, they don't have the ears yet. This one's kind of wonky, kind of developing the ears. But look over here, guys. There is a new leaf coming, and I'm really excited because you could see the ears. I'll just get this plant here. So this is my Philodendron branchiatum. Very challenging. I don't think I would recommend this plant to beginners, but yeah, definitely I would recommend putting a moss pole just so there's like added humidity. I had to double up the moss pole, so it's a bit crooked, I think. The leaves are starting to get stuck a little bit just because it's winter. You could see some rippage, but there are some really nice ones over here. So that's her. And again, guys, she's right behind my humidifier just to keep the humidity up. Okay, I'm just gonna bring you guys down. I have a few plants that don't need a ton of light. So over here is my Philodendron micans. She looks really cute. My Philodendron subhastatum. This was actually a propagation. She's starting to develop the red undersides, which is cute. This plant, oh geez, she started growing just randomly, but she was the slowest, most finicky thing ever. This is my scindapsis trubii. I guess it's a moonlight. It's definitely not the dark form. Moonlight. This is another challenging one for me, the Philodendron squariferum. She's just kind of popping out leaves just everywhere, not vining or climbing. And then we have the 2 plants that I don't really like anymore. These are my skeleton key propagations, Epipremnum skeleton key propagations. I know everyone's saying that I need to put it on a pole or give it something to climb on. I'll do that in time, but for now, they're just gonna stay over here. So we'll go over here. This is my Rhaphidophora petusa, and she wasn't doing so great, so I chopped her over here. You can see the cut. I put some kiki paste on the node, and yeah, she's growing really well now. Look at these 3 leaves, and there's a new growth coming in. So that's exciting. On the flip side, I have my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. I thought this plant was so finicky. And I mean, like the scindapsis trubii, she's finally taking off. She literally did nothing for like 6 to 8 months, but she's finally growing. So that's a good sign. On the flip side here, guys, I'm really excited. This is my huge Philodendron melanochrysum. The leaves are getting smaller. I think it's just because my humidity hasn't been consistent. I do have it obviously on a pole, and I think it's because it's the winter time. The leaves are not as big as they were, but you can see over here, there's a new growth coming, which is really exciting. And you could even see in the stem, it's starting to, it looks a bit smaller than what it looks like down here. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. Hopefully the leaves stay this size, and yeah. Okay, so moving up here on the shelving. So, guys, this plant is not doing well. This is my Monstera pinnatipartita. I think I said in a previous video that I was isolating it, and it's because it had thrips. And because I was treating it so much and aggressively, this is the new leaf that had a fenestration, but the whole thing really ripped just because of all of the spray. And even the new leaf coming in during that time is damaged. But yep, she's hanging out. So this one's really cute. This one's an orchid. Oh, the name's right here. Okay, I was gonna say, like, I don't remember the name, guys, but I'll show you here. That's the name. And I have to water or spray this just because it's sphagnum moss here more often than my other plants. But she looks happy for now. These blooms are really cute and purple, and I'm hoping that they bloom. We'll see. So up here, we have the Anthurium bradicans across with Dresseri, I'm not sure. But I actually got this plant as one plant. She started growing a lot, and so I actually cut it into 3 pieces. So I think there's 3 in here, and then I have another one somewhere else. This over here is my Philodendron Bromox Fantasy. I think because I'm not giving it a lot of humidity, this plant needs a lot of humidity. The leaves are starting to curl here. And that's just a theory. I'm not really into the science of that. But yeah, I mean, she's doing all right so far. Back here, we have, this is my Philodendron Giganteum Variegata. There's not much variegation, but we'll see as the plant matures. This over here is my Anthurium Weroquianum, also known as the Queen Anthurium. Lots of damage here, which is unfortunate. And then this one, I think I touched it too much. There's a lot of like small, like micro damage that you could kind of see. But she's putting out a new leaf, which is fantastic. And yeah, hopefully this one does better than the other 2. Okay, back here, my Philodendron Golden Dragon, also not doing well. And also, I feel like, are you losing the variegation? This plant has been very challenging. I've cut it back a couple times, and yeah, I mean, she doesn't really look happy, but we'll see when the spring and summer hit. This is one of my only plants in soil. This is the Anthurium magnificum, and yeah, I don't know why she's so pointy, but I thought it was because she was in LECA. But this plant has been in soil for, how long have you been in soil? I think it's been in soil for 6 months now, so maybe it's just the way it is. Back here, this is my propagations of my Anthurium crystallinum crossed with magnificum. There's 2 plants in here, and she's just gorgeous. This is another plant, and then this is the old mother leaf. Some crisping, but I'm going to keep the leaves just so the new plant can use the nutrients coming from that one. So cute. Okay, so this plant, I'm kind of skeptical, but this was sold to me as a Anthurium magnificum crossed with Regal. I mean, you could see the signature like spacing here. I think it's called the sinus, so that the Regal has, but I'm not sure. There is a new leaf finally coming in. It's been 3 months, guys, and I'm really excited because it looks really beautiful. Okay, back here, let me just pull it out. This is a beautiful, beautiful Anthurium moodianum. Oh God, what's the name? Moodianum. I don't know. But the leaves come out like really, really red or like dark maroon, and then they fade to this green here. But yeah, I mean, this is the newest leaf. It's a lot bigger. There is a new growth. I don't know if y'all can see that, but she's coming in over here. She's really happy. She's kind of outgrowing the space, but it's always a struggle to put her back. Girl, just get in there. Okay, this is my, it's not a Sansevieria anymore. This is a Dracaena, but this is a whale fin. What is it called? Dracaena masoniana. I don't know. But it started out a year ago with this being a single plant. And then it pushed out this weird, awkward one over here. And then at the same time, it started pushing out these two new ones. So that's really exciting. Yeah. So this is the Philodendron 69686. And this is the newest leaf here. It's looking great. Yeah, it finally started to give its classic shape here. And you could see that there is a new leaf coming in, which is fantastic. This, guys, is my Philodendron Strawberry Shake. I do need to put this thing on something to climb on because even the roots are getting really big. And I'm seeing now, if I look at this new leaf, the color's getting divided here. So fully green leaf here, and now fully like pinky yellowy one. And then I think this one's gonna be the same. So I'm just gonna wait for the next two to harden off, and then I'll see if I need to propagate it. I'm not sure if this variegation's stable. I don't think it is, but yeah, we'll see. One of my favorite philodendrons. Love this plant so much. Going down here, I have a bunch of Hoyas, but let's sneak behind here for a second. This is my Philodendron Glorious. There's two plants in here. This is the newest leaf. She looks cute. And then there's a new leaf coming in just over there. And then the other plant, the second one in this pot, is down here. Again, newest leaf. She's doing great. In front of that plant, oh my God, this is my Hoya. This is a crazy Hoya. This is my Hoya Flora. I think I bought it as a Lunusi, Hoya Lunusi. And I think people still call it that, but like this plant is just growing. It's on like a couple hoop trellises. And I found over here, guys, I don't know if you could zoom in, but that's where a bloom is going to be. Who knows if it's going to bloom in my conditions, but we'll see. But she's a grower. She really is. Over here, guys, this is my Hoya obscura. The leaves kind of look deformed. I don't know if it's because it's in LECA or passive hydroponics, but like the ones up here look normal. But you can see down here, like it's a little deformed. But yeah, I mean, I think there's 3 in here. Okay, guys, this beast over here. Let me slowly get it out. But this is my Philodendron Billietiae. This is the newest, well, actually, this is the newest leaf. You could see it's bright green and it hasn't hardened off yet. But before that, this leaf over here is really big. It's crazy. And yeah, you know what? It wasn't doing well for me. And I just want to show you guys that I want to repot this plant so badly. But when you take out the net pot, the roots are just hugging the net pot. Like, I don't even know. I don't want to ruin the plant because it was a plant that gave me such a hard time, so I'm just gonna let it be for now, and hopefully she's happy for a little bit longer. I don't know. Okay, another Hoya here, Hoya australis lisa. I kind of broke off the main growth point, and so over here, about this much of it is new. I broke it over here, so it kind of took a while for it to grow again. But yeah, in the summertime, these gigantic, like, I don't know, round leaves. And then when the winter hit, we got these small little ones. So I don't know, maybe it just needed more light. Who knows? Maybe it's warmth, humidity. Okay, another Hoya. This is my Hoya CUTIS-PORCELANA, I think. There's a couple plants in here, and yeah, she's doing okay, I guess. Here's the newest part of the plant. She's trying to find something to climb on, but yeah, she's doing okay. Over here we have the Hoya Mathilde. Had this in moss when I first got it. Then I transferred it into LECA and she didn't like it, but she did bloom. I'll put a picture here. Look at these beautiful blooms. But then I decided to put it back in soil and she's much happier now. Another plant that's in soil. And yeah, we'll see how it does. Okay, so that concludes part 1. Part 2 will be coming out in a few days. Thank you guys so much again for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye.